As promised, let's talk about the commodity space now. And Manisha Gupta joins us to tell us what's going on in the world of metals. Manisha.
Thank you for that, Pavitra. Well, ahead of the US Fed meeting, we have seen pressure continue in case of the metal prices there. So whether it's industrial metals, precious metal prices, all of that has been trading in the weakness. And then you are expecting a 75 basis point of a rate hike. And because of that, the US dollar index has been surging higher, holding around that 110 mark, which is a 20-year high. For metals, it was also about the global industrial activity, which has continued to slow down for many months now, especially in China because of the zero COVID policy there. We have seen all economic data come in on the weaker side. The US Fed interest rate hike is one that is awaited, is going to be the biggest event for this month and this week for sure. But apart from that, you also have had Sweden, which has increased interest rates by 100 basis points. There also is a big string of central banks meeting in this week itself. You have Bank of England, you have Japan, Switzerland, Norway, all of these monetary policy meetings also happening in this week, and the markets are anticipating action from these global central banks also. So when you look at the gold prices, we have seen a 29-month lows on that. Silver prices, after declining 2% overnight, have continued to see a further decline here. Gold prices actually are down by nearly 3.5% already for the current month here. That's about the precious metals. If you look at the base metal prices, they are trading in the red as well. The copper prices, with even a 0.25% of gain, are still near two-week lows until they trade below 650 rupees per kg there. For copper, essentially, the ground demand also seems to be declining. The inventories have continued to increase on LME, and by the end of August on LME, we did see the material earmarked for delivery at near 50%. That has seen a decline up to nearly 11%. So that means that on-ground demand seems to be receding there. Not just copper, if you look at zinc, aluminum, nickel, all of these metals have continued to decline. Aluminum, for one, is trading at a 17-month lows. Zinc as well is trading at a 2-month lows right now. For zinc, the Chinese demand has seen a very sharp decline for the month of August. We are looking at zinc inventories increasing in China. That seems to be weighing onto that market. And even as Europe has cut off capacity by nearly 50% for a couple of metals like aluminum and zinc. So the supplies are not available, but it is the demand that also seems to be declining, is the reason that the prices have continued to decline here. As I said, it is going to be China on whether or not they come out with a stimulus. What are their COVID restrictions going forward is where the markets will take cues from. But as of now, all eyes on US Fed. And ahead of that, this week has seen a decline. So nearly 2 to 3% of a cut is what we are seeing in case of gold and silver prices on a week-on-week basis. As I said, silver prices have declined by 2%, so 2.5% down for the week now. It's the same scenario for the industrial metals as well, with the biggest of declines coming in for iron ore. That one is down by 6%, but otherwise as well, 0.5% to 2% of a decline across metals on your screens.
Manisha, thank you very much for that. Let's now